which was great. However, after that, Kingston Heath just maintained pressure with the bowling and made it very difficult for the batsmen to get some momentum going. And there was a little bit of a late charge at the end with Tommy Fitzpatrick and Sammy Wolf and Andrew West making some runs. But in the end, we finished 6 for 185 after 65 overs. Adam Stone made 53, top scoring, twice in the finals, so that's a great result by Stoney. He was well supported by Ryan Dolman, who made 42. Tommy Fitzpatrick smashed them around at the end, making 43, and I think Sammy made 16 as well. So you'd think that that was probably about of a just below par score, but if they bowled well, they would have been able to do enough. Unfortunately, it wasn't the case, and I believe, from memory, Kingston Heath passed us 3 down with about 12 overs to spare. So unfortunate result for the threes. We were pretty confident with our third 11 this year. We thought they should have done better. They would have been able to go all the way, and they're disappointed more than anyone else, because they know there was an opportunity that slipped by. But in the end, to make a preliminary final is better than all other senior teams bar one. So well done to the boys for their efforts. And unfortunately, the under 16s were rolled for 93. They were rolled for 93 in. Against Dingley, who very talented breed of kids down there. I don't know whether it's the local produce by the farms, but they rolled for 93 with Dylan Hemming top scoring with 26, and they passed us about 5 wickets down. And I think Dylan Hemming took 3 wickets while Alex Pelly took 2. So that was the results for the preliminary final. Now, what we're just going to do is, because it's just penultimate. Oh yeah, you could put it that way.
It will be our second last show.
Yeah, that's right. So we'll have a show next week just to wrap up on the grand finals. But what we would like to go through is the Bentleigh A&A Team of the Season.
I know we did run this at the start of the year, but we, in our wisdom, we thought we'd just pull it back. So we wanted to hide the results of those teams, so people would be guessing. And
so people would, and they wouldn't be manipulating captains to put them over the line in the last game just so they qualify. But no, we thought we'd go through the A&A Team of the Season, and the standout openers this season have been Simon White and David Marsh. David Marsh more so the first half of the season, but he continued on consistently throughout.
Gilly must have been close.
Oh look, Gilly
must have been very stiff. Yeah.
I actually would like to make a note that Paul McNulty was unfortunate not to fill an opening spot, because he had a good consistent season in the thirds and fourths. But Simon White and David Marsh were the two standout openers, in my opinion. Number 3 was Andrew the Monster Staines, who scored a couple of tons, making a lot of runs in D grade, and there's no doubt his talent is above D grade. It's just a matter of him being able to be more time efficient, responsible, whatever you want to call it, and we'd see him playing higher. But not only did he make a lot of runs, but he did a lot with the ball as well. So well done to the Bartman. The return of Luke Forrest and his season this year, where he's worked his way up into E grade, and again we know that Luke's better than that. He's played Longmuir Shield before, so Luke Forrest filled the number 4 spot, making over 300 runs.
Good on you, Luke.
Yeah, good on you, Luke. Number 5 made more runs than anyone else in the club, Adam Mickelson, and in Longmuir Shield. So well done to you, Phil. You've made the A&A Team of the Year, and I know you feel more satisfied making that than any other, I guess, representative team, whatever gets announced later on.
Exactly right, especially when you've selected the team, so, you know.
Oh, well, you weren't involved in that, come on. It was me who did this, and yeah, well, you know, I don't know whether you've nominated yourself in the team of the round, but you've made my A&A Team of the round.
Thanks, Ed.
Number 6 went to a bloke who really batted above himself this year, and you can't say anything better than what he's done, being a regular first 11 player for the first time this season, and that goes to Luke Morrison. I think he faced more overs than anyone in the team bar yourself, Adam, and he was unflappable basically. People would try to get into him and question his technique and question his lack of ability to make quick runs, but he did a job. And in my opinion, he did a job that enabled you to make the runs that you did, as well as other batsmen like Stuart Campbell and Joel Gabert. So
the good thing with Luke is the hardest thing, I guess, with his age. The main thing is just occupying the crease and just learning how to live with the stress of playing longy and all that sort of thing, especially coming in. He only played one game last year, so it was all a learning sort of curve for him this year. But next year the runs will come.
Yeah, he'll let him get better.
Yeah, exactly right.
Number 7 goes to the all-rounder of the season, besides Andrew Staines. Second to that was Alistair Richardson, who made plenty of runs with the bat and also took some bags of wickets as well. So
is he the one with the mo?
No, the one that may appear from a distance to look like Richard Wilkins is his brother Hamish. Al Richardson is the taller, more albino-esque haired blonde one. So well done to Al for making number 7. Number 8, again, first 11 representative who made a lot of runs, including a big score at the end of the season, and just did the job. Was the workhorse bowler of the side, and that is to Brad Dolman. Was he actually? No, actually, he was number 8. Beg your pardon.
Good to see that you think Al's a better bat than him. So.
Oh, look, I think Al batted higher in his team, so I think from that perspective he deserves to get a higher spot. But well done to Brad. Number 9, and the
love rat.
Oh, I don't know about that, but the unquestionable spinner of the club for the season, and that goes to Des Falconer, who just continually throws them up there and bamboozles batsmen. He sucks them in. He continually gets wickets, Desi, and he made a few scores as well when he was actually required to bat. So well done to Des. Number 10, and we all know this bloke can bat well higher than 10, but again, like Luke Morrison, for his first season as a regular player in Longview Shield, Bryce Chance kept on collecting wickets. People watch him and they think, how does this bloke bowl as consistently and strongly the way he does? And Bryce just continues to surprise the batsman and finish off by basically winning the game for the first 11 after round 11, taking 5 for.
He's hands down the best 16-year-old in the comp.
Hands
down.
Yeah, no, he was fantastic, Bryce, and number 10, but he's better than that, and with the batting, but he's in for his bowling also. And number 11, again, someone who probably deserves a higher spot in the order, but for his all-round efforts, we snuck him in at 11. Jason Sherlock, who I beg your pardon, but a manful effort in the second 11. David Marsh led from the front, but the person who basically supported him and put in just as much effort was Jason Sherlock. Right there, mate? It's a bit of a stretch. So Jason Sherlock, he made over 200 runs and took almost 20 wickets, so well done to Jace. And that's my 11. I'm not going to bother with the 12th man because I'll give it to Paul McNulty for his continued efforts with the bat and ball, reserve keeper. Well done to Studsy for his effort as well.
I'm surprised you didn't try and sneak Valenti in there. That Melbourne connection.
Oh, look, Shane's done a couple of good things in the 7th 11.
Shane? You're on the first name basis with that.
Well, sorry, Adam. But it's. I think a few games in the 7th 11 doesn't warrant the consistency as to what these guys have done.
Put him in your dream team this year.
No, he's too expensive, and to be honest, I don't think he's going to play a game of AFL this year.
We'll have to edit that out. Okay.
All right, so that's A&A for the season, and next week we'll talk about the 4th 11 and how they went in the grand final. But we move on to Longview Shield, and obviously we've spoken a fair bit about Longview Shield already with Brighton Union and how they performed in the finals. They lost to East Sandy, who passed Union's score quite convincingly.
I think they were 3 or 2 down in the end, but look, to take the number 1 scorer out of your cricket team, it's going to hurt. Yeah. And look, to their credit, they still made 210, I think, in the first game against East Sandy.
Yeah.
About 210. 7 down, I think Gurdon got a 70 odd not out.
74 not out.
Yeah, for sure, which is great for Alex. But yeah, always going to hurt when you lose your top scorer. But
they were 7 for 100 or thereabouts from memory. So
okay.
I think there was another person who made 47 not out, one of the tail enders. So
I guess it was probably an opportunity for someone like Ive and Kuzma, these younger guys that have been playing Longy for a few years now, to sort of put their hand up and get these runs. Not to beat, but look, at the end of the day, East Sandy, they were, they've got a really strong top order this year, and I think that's been underpinned by